Oops. This has been quite the task. Okay, so if you get vertigo, don't look right now. I'm trying to use a new setup here. And this thing has just been a pain in the gatushta. Okay, so I went out and I said, you know, I have a map, but I don't know where it is. It's probably in storage somewhere. Who knows? Oh, God. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. So I just said I'm going to go ahead and just get this out here and put it together. So, Cosmic Consciousness Ascension Deck by Jamie Price. I love this set. All right, got that out of the way. Here we go. Welcome to Be So Light. My name is Felicia, as well as Niana and Priestess Makala. So, this is for all my light workers out there, grid workers, that you move around dimensionally, okay? So I went ahead and got this. You can get a rolled up map type if you so choose, but I just went ahead and got this one instead. So what I like about it is, it's getting ready to get kind of, hold on a second, crazy here. So you can open it. Okay. Where am I? All right, y'all. Hold on. Right now. Shabam. Here we go. All right. Choo, 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 choo. All right. So, here's the map. I'm going to flatten it out a little bit because it's a little crinkly. Okay. All right. So, here's your map. Now, I'm just going to show just your mapping. You want to lay it out. So, if you have a place that you're going to lay out your map, then lay your map out. Right now, I'm just going to demo on my bed. So, I take quartz. Okay. It's a nice size quartz. And I'm going to do corner to corner because I'm creating a portal, a workable grid. All right. All right. So now you got crystal there, a crystal here, and then you got a crystal over there in the corner, crystal here. Okay. So I'm going to just keep it, let's just concentrate here. Let's do it here. All right. All right. So now I have my pendulums and a different pendulum. And then I have my opener and an apple wand pointer. Okay, that's what I have. Yeah, it's all about the magic with me, in case you haven't noticed. So, I make sure that my pendulums are ready. You can use also a, hold on, let me grab it. All right. Here we go. So, I like to keep my pendulums in a box in cedar. So you can use a wooden one if you want. Let me just grab it because I don't want to try to do it there. Okay. So a wooden pendulum would be good. And if you're catching this live, good, because this is all about the medicine. All right. There's your water reading one, okay? This one. All right. So you pick and choose which pendulum you want to work with, how you want to work with it. All right. So the first thing you're going to do is you will activate your pendulums, set them up so you know what your yes is and you know what your no is. Okay. You're going to have a wooden one and a water one, then set them up, program them, how you do it. Okay. So they're done. And remember the rule of thumb, if you're working with a pendulum, you have to keep your head and neck leveled. You do not be moving your head and neck around because you will not get a clear channeled information. And then your eyes are the only thing that drops to take a look at what the response of the pendulum is. But you keep your head forward, chin leveled, and only the eyes drop to see for a yes or a no. Not your head, because then you're losing your true connection to the divinity of higher self and the divinity to receive the information. Okay? So, then after you activate your pendulums, then you go ahead and open and activate your portal map here. So when you're activating your portal map, you're going up to the top, okay? And then you're starting here, and then after you go there, you're going to start with east, moving it over south, west, and north, okay? You're just making that circular energy, creating that, okay? Touch each crystal in each direction because those crystals are anchored to your map. So when you touch each one and give them the anchoring to that, you are now activating this whole grid, this whole crystal portal itself. Okay? So let's take a look-see here. Let's go over here. So say like we wanted to do some healing. You know what? Never mind that. Where is it needed most? Over here in the United States. Since we are the laughing stock of America, of the world, because of all the shenanigans going on. Okay, so United States. Let's say we're going to concentrate on that. And what you can do, you become I call it the light physician of your grid. Okay, you're the priestess or the priest or the light physician of your grid. All right. This is where it gets fun. You can go and douse pendulum in each one of these countries and find out which energy is needed to heal the most. Is it mental? Is it emotional? Is it physical or spiritual? If you get all of them, then that's what you're going to be working on. Okay, so just going to each continent and asking what's the most important thing to heal. Is it mental, emotional, physical, or spiritual? Okay, so once you ask that question, then it's easy to go from there and do your medicine, to bring your medicine in for healing when you're doing your map magic. Okay, or your map healing. I like to call it the portal map. Okay, when you're working the map portal. Now, if you have this set up on a table somewhere, that's even more powerful. If you have it on a circular table, that's even more powerful. If you have it on a crystal like counter, altar top or something, and it's a perfect square. It holds your map perfect. Now, this is where you get really activating with your map. Okay, so the map, you'll have your locations that you're going to zero in on. Say like there was something that happened over here in the United States, and there's a lot of energy moving over here. You can literally douse out for it, and I'm going to show you something fun you can do so you don't have to try to come up with your wordings and do all the things. You can literally take your cards, especially the crystal grid cards, okay? You can take these, and let's just say, okay, let's just find out what's going on in United States. This is going to get kind of blurred. Sorry about that. Okay. So I might just take it out. Hold on. I'm going to take it out. Okay. You're just going to bear with me as I'm doing this. So let's go over here. We want to find out, are we dealing more with emotional stuff, mental stuff, physical, or spiritual? What needs to really be healed to create a vortex of healing energy within this area? Okay, this is a very interesting map. It's the penguin map, and it's folded up. So when you open it, you're going to get things like these words and stuff, like hello, like this, and this, just certain things that are said differently on certain maps. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? But I want you to pay attention to something. This is flat laid out, okay? So that you can view and take a look at everything on your map, okay? Your portal. So, let's go back over here. Okay, so I already know what my pendulum's going to do. I'm going to use a wooden one, but actually, you know what? Let me use this one. I'll use the water one. So I'm going to ask, show me a yes, show me a no. Okay, so my pendulum is ready to go. Is this continent needing healing mentally, emotionally, okay, physically, spiritually? Okay, so we're working on emotions and spiritual. Let's really move it on spiritual. Okay, so those are your two energies that you're working on when you are doing a grid. Here's an easy way to do a grid. Now, if you were going to set up, say like you're going to take a crystal, you're going to put a crystal on top of the United States. What are you going to amplify? Are we going to amplify more of the emotional stuff, the spiritual stuff, or are we going to bring in a code of light that's going to help with the healing? Okay, this is for my coders out there, my spiral light practitioners or my Reiki practitioners, how you're going to send this energy into this area. So you're working emotional and spiritual energy. So this is going to be your anchor here because this is holding your east, all right? So now make life easy on yourself. Get your grid out. And we're just going to pick some cards that will help with the essence of this. Now, everything is all about intention, okay? Keep that in mind. It's all about intention. So we're not going to do crossroads. We're looking for transformation would be good medicine. We're looking for something for the emotions, something for spirit. Let's keep this. Here's emotions. Let's look for a different, maybe a cleanse. Let's see if anything else jumps out. Heart protection, light bearer, fun, rebirth, peace. We're going to keep that. I might be able to interchange those. Protection. Okay, so let's interchange this. We're going to do some self-love. So now you have a picking of some grid medicine here. So I'm looking at self-love. Yes, definitely the keeper. Releasing some, I might wait because I'm going to tell you something. If we're going to use the release, how we're going to release that. What moon phase are we in to be releasing? If we're in between when the moon phase from the full moon to the new moon, that's your releasing period, you can use this card. So also in this alchemy, this beautiful mapping magic, you want to make sure you know when your moon phases are, okay? So you're not putting down a grid of energy that might not hold the energy of what you want it to do. We want some deep healing. Cleanse. We might take that out because I can do it with the deep healing. But we want that emotions, and we want something of spirit guides to help. Celestial light is really good because you're dealing with an angel type of energy stones. And then we're talking about transformation. Okay, so you literally, now watch how I do this. You can put deep healing, self-love on top of United States, just like this. Then you can take and put transformation, guides, and healing those emotions. So let's move the, we want to do some deep healing of the emotions, okay? All right, so you have your grids open. Now, to activate these particular cards, because they're crystals, okay, remember what I taught everyone earlier last year about opening, how you wake up your crystals? Everyone just assumes you go get a crystal and you just put it on and wear it. It's good. No, you got to activate it. Tap 3 times. Circle, circle, circle 7 times. Push up on 7. That turns your crystal on. If you're going to turn your crystal off, you go 7, circle 7 times, and you push down. That turns your crystal off. All right? So if you are going to use this and you're going to activate it, you just go through and tap. Activate. Okay, so now you're activating this. And then circle, 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 circle. Okay, now this is activated. Now, if you wanted to amplify the grid that you put over United States, you can lay a crystal on top of it to amplify it. You can also put your rose quartz. You can correlate the different crystals that are on these grids and use it on your mapping, which is a really good medicine to do. So because if you're going to have amethyst, you're going to put amethyst up here. You're going to put celestite here. You're going to put your citrine here. Or wait, calcite. Excuse me, calcite. I'm looking sideways. Calcite. Then you're using black moonstone here. And then here you're using azurite and malachite, okay, as a part of the deep healing here. Okay, so now you have your mapping. So say that you wanted to just do this, say like something really big happened, and you feel you need to do a grid. You can go ahead and set up a card grid here. You can, your Cosmic Consciousness Ascension cards by Jamie Price. And then you can take, come on, you guys. Ah! And then you can take certain cards for your healing. So say like you wanted to go ahead and put a light language of intention there. She's got so much to use of light language for this, okay? You can put anything on here from honesty. Yeah, let's try that one. Let's bring some honesty in. We can also put, do one for freedom. Okay. Honesty and freedom. And it would be good to do one. I saw one. We can do a universal connection or unity. Okay, so now you have a layer of your language on top of this. Okay, so keep in mind you can use any type of oracle cards or tarot cards that you want to use that you want to activate your map portal with. Okay, so here I have the freedom, I have honesty, and I have universal connection. But I have these particular ones laid on top of United States. So then I would take a quartz crystal, lay it on top of this, and hold it. Now you can go one step further if you want. Say like you wanted to build this out. If you have these actual crystals here, then you would have an amethyst up here. You would have your celestial crystal here. You would have your calcite here and your black moonstone here, and then you can use your azurite or your malachite here, so you can have it in place. So this is an activation. Once you put the crystals in place and you tap that and activate those crystals here, this is in flow. It is created, okay? This is activated. The difference is you're doing it through the ethers. You're doing it through the dimensions. You're doing it energetically. It's just as though if you were sending Reiki to someone over here. You're sending Reiki over here to a person that requested your healing, okay? You know for a fact that the Reiki is going to go there because you are intending it to go there to help this person. No difference here. This is all about the energy. We're using it to anchor. And the light language that is created from this also can be tethered into this type of grid sitting, okay? So one of the things I want the grid workers, if you're going to do the mapping, you make sure you have a good map. It does come laminated, but it comes rolled up in a tube, and that'll run you about $20. So you can get a laminated one, but that's a laminated wall map that you could use. I like to lay mine out and do the work from there. This could be, say, like a day work. This could be a couple days. This could be a week if you wanted to, depending on what your intention is with the work. Now, say that you have, let me get these off of here. You guys are just going to see some cards kind of slide over. Okay. Okay. Say like over here, let me move this off real quick. Say like there's an issue over here. Say like we got a lot of storms or something going over here. And we've already activated prayers and stuff for this area so that it won't be so detrimental. But what if you were to take, say like a protection grid and put it there, and then activate a protection grid there. and then with intentions and what you're saying and what you're putting there, it creates that shield of energy of protection there. Okay. Now you're probably saying, oh, will this really work? Yes, it really works. You want to know why? Because we're on an entirely different level now. If you've been doing your inner work and healing yourself and doing things, you're on an entirely different level now. You know what is so crazy? The higher up you go, the more the ones below you that aren't doing the work cannot hear you. They can't hear you speak. They can't hear anything you're saying. They constantly have to keep asking you, what? Because they can't hear you. They're not on your frequency. Okay? So you can actually put a protection there. You can also put, if there was something going on in a country that wasn't good or wasn't safe, you can actually put a peace grid there. If you're bringing in peace, and just tap that energy and activate it. You can put, let me see, if you just need people to chill, compassion. So what is the difference with this medicine? One is activated. Two, it is all about the intention. It's all about the energy. What makes it even better is when two or more people come together and grid the space. This is why grid lighters, you are so important. You know, I do a lot of grid work up in Shasta. I'm always up in the Shasta area doing grid work up there. Then I'll do grid work around in the area where I live. So, but when you are really doing this grid work and you are really in tune with it, you are helping on such a higher level of bringing in healing just by doing it through your portal map. And the more energy of crystals you have on your portal map, the stronger it becomes. Because now you have something like this that's amplifying the energy on your map, okay? It's creating a live force energy on your map. So say like we got issues going on in the waters over here, or what was all that shenanigans going on over in this area where something was cultivating and coming up. When we look at South Atlantic Ocean, okay, and we see we have markings here where our beautiful sea creatures are, ocean creatures. Our keepers of the ocean beings are here. We have this whole midline right here, all the way. Be working this midline. This is a good time to find out where those ley lines are. Is that a good ley line? Is that ley line in balance or not in balance? Okay. It's also a good tracking if you have a lot of, say, like activities going on where there's earthquakes or there's been some active volcanoes or something. When you can come to your map and mark it out and then look at that and then pay attention when you start having activity. Is this going to start creating the ring of fire? Then that gives you a timeline of what to be looking for. Okay? There is so much good medicine that you can do with a mapping system. But you have to be really connected and tuned, not intimidated when you set it up, and know that the type of medicine that you're using is going to be accurate. It's going to give you the answers you're looking for. And it's also going to give you the energy shifting. Now, just imagine if you had 10 people that said, okay, on Saturday we're going to do our map healing work. Everyone make sure you lay out your cards. We're going to concentrate on the emotional center and the spiritual aspects of the United States. And we're going to lay the cards down and we're just going to amplify it with a crystal. We're going to place a crystal on top. We're going to lay some light language on top of it and place that there. And we're going to leave it there for 24 hours. Okay, 10 people just did that energetically. So your energy expansion can go anywhere from 20 feet up to almost 30 feet expansion, your auric field, if you're having a good day, okay? So 10 people that concentrate on that area, you're really amplifying a change, a healing to come in on a dimensional level. And then you're activating on that dimensional level, you're activating the positive timeline for the highest good, okay, to create that change. It's the same as if we were over here working in Australia, okay, working on the map there. Any of your islands area that's having issues. This is such a good way to just bring in collective healing energy through a map, but yet and still, Mother Earth, Father Air, Sun, water, all is going to feel this because you're thinking it. You're putting the medicine together for it. Okay? Does that make sense? I hope everyone understands how you can set it up. So I was just really told when I went into Barnes and Noble that I was looking for something else, and then I heard, go get a map. I said, I have a map. I just don't know where it is. I said, get a new one. I said, okay. So this map will run you about $11 so that you can lay it out. But it's easy to fold up, and you can keep it folded, and then lay it out when you need to lay it out. Now, if you're going to mark up your map, I would highly suggest using bright colors or little sticky tabs that you use for marking the pages when you read something so that you can put it on points and have it. I would also have just a personal journal that goes with this mapping system so that you can put all of your information in the journal of what you wrote and what you were dealing with on that day. What was the medicine energetically sent? You can also use Reiki symbols on top of this if you want. You can put the symbols there. You can also do crystals, symbols, sacred geometry works really well for any of the mapping that you want to do. Okay. All right. Is there any questions about what I just showed you? You can set up your medicine however you desire to set it up, but you need to have a place where you're going to have your map set up and have it laid out so that you can set this up. Okay. And it's a really neat type of medicine to do because once you get it set up and you put the medicine on top of it, you're just sitting with it energetically and doing that. Now, let's just take it one step further. What if you said, they haven't had any rain lately or blah blah blah. They're really, down on the water. I'm going to set a glass of water on this area over here and leave it there. Just because I'm connecting with the element of water. You see how you can make that be interactive? Okay. So this is the map. This is how you set it up. This is how you do it. You have your tools and you can use, I would highly suggest the gridding crystals because it's already on your crystals. You can also use medicine cards for healing if you wanted to bring in, say, like bear medicine, or if you wanted to bring in sweat lodge medicine, showing something of a cleanse. If that medicine card says sweat lodge on it, you can bring that in. But use your discernment on the type of energy you want your map to represent. Okay? You want to be able to keep it simple, but yet very powerful. Okay? You don't want to have it too cluttered up with a lot of things going on, and then it gets lost in the flow of what you are creating. You want to have it simple, but yet very powerful. Okay? And you can also just do your own personal things. If you want to just write something and just place it on the areas, you can do that. So it is all about how do you want to govern your map? How do you want to use it? How do you want to give it validity and also divinity where it works for the highest good? Okay? Works for the highest good. So that's how you can set up a map of healing. when you bring home a big map and you want to figure out how you can do it. If you're a grid person, this is how you can do it. If you're not always able to go travel all over the place to go do your grid work, you can actually do it through the map and set it up and do it that way. Okay. So I hope this was beneficial. I hope this was helpful to all of you to really help you see the benefits of doing a mapping. And I think it would be kind of cool that I'll sit with it and see when we are ready to really all come together. We can all pull out our maps and get a map going and say we're going to map and we're going to do some healing, energetic healing work on certain places on in the world energy and bring some higher frequencies in. Just imagine how powerful this really could be if everybody was doing it. Just imagine if everyone did this on August 8th, how powerful that would be. We're doing the water work, but just imagine if everyone was doing some kind of map gridding for the highest good and kept it at a really high vibration. That would be so powerful. All right, lovelies. I just wanted to hop on here and show you how to set up your map and the tools you can use and how you can have a guardian. You can actually call in like guardian, Archangel Michael, whoever you want to call in for your guardianship of keeping your map safe. Especially when you open it up, you know it's activated when you open it. And then when you're done with all the medicine, you put everything back and you close it up, you're going to take the crystals down backwards, and then you're deactivating your map crystal. Okay, you're deactivating your portal map. And when you deactivate it, that medicine is complete. Okay, but when it's open, you got crystals on it, it's activated. Simply just by you putting things in place and setting the intentions. All right? All right, lovelies, I hope you enjoyed this video. Put a like on it if you do. And I can't wait to hear back from some of you on if this helps you a lot to be able to do your grid work. Um, yeah, you don't always have to go in person if you're unable to do it, um, especially financially. If you're able to do it, great. That's more power and flow. But nevertheless, if you've always wanted to do some good grid work, you can do it this way so that you are actually connecting to the areas and you're connecting to the water. Say like we saw something going on in the waters and we're not too happy about it. Well, we can actually put water there to help stabilize it and just say, I'm putting out a divine prayer here to help with the animals that might have had some problems in this water area, all the sea mammals, whatever that may be, so that it can stabilize itself out. So Mother is going through a lot of changes and she's expanding, she's rippling, she's shedding, she's exploding, she's over flooding with emotions and wind and fire, and she's going through all of her elemental self. So as she evolves, we evolve, but we can all do our part in whatever calls. So I'd be really excited to hear back from some of you. Just know when you do start this type of medicine, you are going to be very in tune. You will start feeling things like never before because you are the walking connection of the earth and the mapping, and because you're really precisely getting in tune with it, it really helps to amp up that connection with the earth. Okay, so I hope you enjoy. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me. All of you, welcome. I did not know you were here now. Did not get the notification this time. You guys, I don't know what to tell you about the notification stuff. I really don't. Um, just know when I put it out there, it takes about 10 minutes, 10 to 15, sometimes 20 minutes to give people the notification, okay, that I put something there. But my intentions was to come on here, do the video really quick for those of you who do have this calling, who are grid light gridders. You grid the light of the world, and you put things and you know how to talk to the earth and put the stones where you need to put them and the crystals. You know how to activate them and turn them on, activate the codes in that area and then that ley line and having it all turned on. Yeah, that's your work. That's what you do. So some of us have a more simplistic type where we just want to visualize, think about it, put it there, and then activate that way. But most of the grid workers, you are very precise. You hold the codes and you lock it into place and activate it. Okay, your work is very needed right now. All right, lovelies, be good to yourself. Much love to all of you. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off now because I'll probably make some of you dizzy the way I'm doing this. All right, enjoy. Go back to the beginning of the video and take a look-see. And just open up your map and have fun with it and start creating it. If you were even doing a map of where you just put nothing but rose quartz on your map as a part of love and healing, world healing consciousness, that's perfect too. And then you're using light language. If you just wanted to sit with a map and you have your mala beads, you can take your mala beads, buy certain mala beads. You've already activated prayers in the mala beads, and then lay the mala beads right on the area at hand and rotate the mala beads, make it look like a circle around a certain area. Crystal strings, string crystal beads can be used for this work also. So there is so much that you can do with a map portal when you activate it. There's so many different things you can do to activate those. But just know it's all about divine magic. It's all about being connected. It's all about how do you want to run your map medicine and put that into place. And then just stand back and watch and see what happens. And then when something happens, don't freak out. Okay? Just say, that's what I'm talking about. You know, just kind of like, yeah. And you're calling in your divine team also when you're working with your map portal. You're calling your divine team. Who's ever on your divine team that you work with, you're calling them in to assist you with this work. Okay? So thank you for joining me. I'm going to go ahead and click off and look at some more cards and kind of take a look-see. But make sure you have a journal so that you can keep up and you'll know when changes are occurring. Put the date and the time. Those are your markings, date and time. Okay? You need to have that. All right, lovelies, be good to yourself. Much love. Bye.